You cannot spiritual bypass your intentional thoughts, okay? So your intentionality and beliefs behind it. And that is why like the root work, the subconscious work is so important also. Hey mama, welcome to the Balanced Mom Method podcast, a safe space to help you transform the way that you approach motherhood and life. If you're a mom struggling with self-worth, overwhelmed with overstimulation, looking to slow down, conquer mom guilt, let go of external pressures, or even embark on a spiritual awakening, you are in the right place. Let's break free from that survival mode cycle by waking up from autopilot and authentically embracing our inner self-love, trust, and connection. Imagine if every single part of your life was perceived through a lens of expansion, value, worthiness, self-awareness, and acceptance. Hey, I'm Jenna, and I've been where you are. I was consumed in the struggles of motherhood and was always in my own head, never feeling good enough. I realized if I wanted to make a change, it started within me. And in finding that freedom, I've dedicated my life's work to helping other moms heal from the inside out to come back home to themselves too. So take my hand, mama. Let's set the foundation to live an intentional life full of peace, presence, confidence, clarity, belief, joy, love, and balance. If you are ready to weed the fluff, get to the root of cultivating real change, and feel connected to yourself on a love-rooted level, let's dive in and discover the power within you. Warm up that cold coffee, pop in your earbuds, and tighten that top knot, mama. Let's overcome together. Hello, beautiful mamas. What is up? How are you? This is Jenna Smith, and welcome to the Balanced Mom Method. I almost spoiler alert, we are going to be having some big changes on this show coming up, but we are technically still the Balanced Mom Method podcast. Stay tuned next week and the week after for some yay exciting announcements. But hi, how are you? Gosh, welcome to the show. Welcome to officially my first summer break, having a child being done with school for the first year. I know a lot of people, between last week and this coming week, like school is just, continuously coming out of session. So sending you just all the love, and yeah, I hope good weather is your way, and I hope that you're able to just embrace the sun and embrace quality time. And not sure what your plans are this summer, this year, but that is kind of what we are jumping into in this episode. A little bit of change of seasons, how to energetically align to those changes of seasons. And first, before we dive into today's episode, I have not shared a review in a while, a long time. And I just felt called to share that because Claire Unkefer and I've been on within her membership community, the Healing RX, and she's been on our podcast, episode 80, and we just did an Instagram live the other day. So, and then I saw, she left a review on the podcast, and I was like, just to continue that love, that support. I am so inspired by her, and the review that she left me it made me so just happy and thankful and grateful. So what she shared was, what sets Jenna apart is her authenticity. She's not afraid to share her own ups and downs. Hello to the show. Making her podcast just feel like a chat with a friend. Jenna's enthusiasm shines through, always leaving me feeling inspired and empowered to embrace my true self. She understands firsthand the pressures and stressors that we have as being moms, and shows us how to navigate them with self-compassion and ease as we become the best version of ourselves. Just what an honor it is to hear that. It truly is. And I look up to Claire also so much. And she has just become a dear friend and just a mentor without even knowing it because I just love chatting with her and learning from her and growing with her. So if you feel called to just dropping a note about the show, how the show has impacted you, it means so much to me. I am so grateful. I'm so honored. And it also helps other moms find their way to this community. However, the podcast, I don't even know if podcasts have algorithms, but things that I've read, things that I've learned, the more obviously reviews that you have, the more views that you have, it shows the show to more people that would relate to it. So I would just truly appreciate that, to be able to extend this ripple, to be able to, join hands together and be able to get this show in front of more moms to join our community. So thank you so much. Appreciate you considering that if it feels right to you. So, today's chat, a quickie, 3 ways to energetically align to the changing of seasons. let it be. Maybe you don't have kids in school yet and it's just like a change of spring to summer, physically the seasons. Or maybe your kids are going to be out of school and you're like, oh my gosh, it's summer break. Like what do we do? I personally, I'm so excited for summer break. So excited. But I know, me being that type A, routine driven, routine oriented, my number one is always presence with my kids. It is always giving them my time, my attention. I do not like to work with my kids awake, even though, I mean, sometimes we do. It happens when I work from home and they're home with me. But they are my number one. They will always be my priority. However, the change of seasons, it brings a lot of like the routine, the change up. How are we going to do this? And I mean, there's those kind of growing pains, if you will, in the sense of falling into a new routine, a new rhythm. So, I mean, I'm being fully transparent here too. Like what I'm sharing today is how I am transitioning into this new season. So I'm being 1000% transparent with you, sharing what has helped me, what is helping me. And hopefully it can help you too, because it breaks my heart. I actually I saw a post on Instagram and I forget, it was in a roundabout way. I'm not quoting this at all because I'm making it up, but the gist of the post was something like, it was kind of like forceful, to be completely honest. But I understood like her intention behind it. But she was basically like calling out moms that make like the comments of like, I can't wait for the kids to go back to school, or, oh my gosh, I can't spend 8 hours a day with them anymore. And she basically was shedding light on, we only get 18 summers with them and we know how fast time goes, and to cherish the slowdown and to take the deep breaths to really embrace time with them. And that is my wish for you. Like, I know how hard it is to be the default parent, to be there 24/7, to be on 24/7. I get it. Like, insert like me wanting to change and break those generational cycles, to heal my nervous system, to be able to give my best to them, but also be the best for me, to be able to pass on the beauty of having emotional regulation, emotional stability, right? I don't want you to feel those feelings of, oh, I can't be with them all day, every day, or I can't wait for them to go back to school. So I hope that this episode can be an inspiration to not feel those feelings also. Totally off track, reeling it back in here. So if you are transitioning from the school year to now summer break, or maybe it's just like the transition of being outside a lot more because maybe it's nicer outside and your inside chores are being neglected. Like, is that just me? Because I'm like, holy F. Like, everything inside, the house is messier, the laundry's piling because we're outside more. And hell yeah, I'm choosing to be outside more and not to be inside. So it's the acceptance of it, but it's also the awareness. Like, this is why. You're not doing something wrong or bad. You are choosing to be outside in the sunlight, to be with nature versus, to be inside to do the mundane chores every day. So, okay. So before we get started, before we go into the 3 ways to energetically align to the changing of the seasons, the preface here, like the precursor, is your intentionality and belief behind everything matters. So go into this with the intention of what you want, what you desire your summer to be, or what you like, the best case scenario. What if the best case scenario happens versus, the what ifs, the negatives, the limiting beliefs, all that stuff. So, we could go so deep here in the subconscious work, the mindset loops, the reframing our mindset and rewiring. But just for the sake of keeping this simple, I have so many episodes on, mindset loops and subconscious work and things, and so many more to come, of course. But within this episode, just go into this with the intent of what you want, okay? The desires of what if the best case scenario happens, because as we dive in here, then you can insert, what those intentions are. So the 3 ways to energetically align to the changing of seasons, to energetically align yourself, to be in your energy of alignment through these changing of seasons, is 1, to ground your energy, 2, to protect your energy, and 3, to clear or realign your energy. So let's dissect these a little bit. Number 1, grounding your energy. Get outside. Nature is a natural grounder. It's the easiest thing to do. Get outside, get your feet in the grass, in the sand, wherever you live. Get your bare feet on the ground. Like, you've probably heard with young kids that just are in a big temper tantrum, like, get them in the bath or get them outside. I know that you've heard that. Like, yes, it's like a distraction. It changes things up. But being outside is such a grounding energy. When you walk barefoot on the earth, bring up the electrons, like electrons are transferred from the earth into your body, and the grounding effect, it's so potent. And it's an instant calming, like the antioxidants that we receive, the calming sensations, the peace, right? Just get outside, breathe the air, breathe, let the sun shine on your face. All those things, there's like no negative effects of getting outside. And something else that I wanted to say with getting outside, when I was little, like you've probably heard like tree huggers and things like that term tree huggers. You think of like what era, like 60s, 70s, whatever. And there's something to it. Like there is something to it. Get outside and literally hug a tree. That energy will be transferred from Mother Nature to you, and it is so impactful. And I still laugh because I legit hug trees, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like we're bringing it back to like the roots, right? Of, generations ago, a couple of generations. So number 2 is protect your energy. If you're in a big change of routine, let it be your kids are home with you, or you have to find childcare, or just any sort of schedule change to find your new flow because what worked during the school year may not be working now. I want you to do 2 things. First is write out your non-negotiables, like if your kids are in summer camp, or if you have appointments planned, or outings or play dates or things that are non-negotiables. Write those down first because again, they're non-negotiables. They're not more important, but they're non-negotiables. And then number 2 is switch gears and then write down things. What's going to bring you joy and what's going to bring your kids joy if you're home with your kids. So now bring in those passions, bring in those desires. What do you want to do in your change of routine? Maybe you want to take daily walks. Maybe you want to get outside and do something outside of your home every day. Or if you're like me, at least once a week, because I'm a big homebody and it takes a lot for me to get outside. But it fills me up too, or not outside, to get outside of our home and like physically go somewhere. But it fills me up too, to be, to get out with the kids. We have an amazing day, but it takes a lot of mustering up the energy for me to actually physically leave the house. So I have the goal of once a week during the school year. It'll probably be twice a week in the summer. Minimum, that is. I'm sure we'll do lots more, but it's always like that baseline, right? So that is protecting your energy, because you're not going to do things that you do not want to do. You are going to set the boundaries, right? You are going to say no, right? Again, we have these non-negotiables, but we also have the power and the courage and the confidence to set those boundaries, to still be able to give our kids and ourselves the best. Your kids, they just want your attention. They want your presence. They just want you. And of course, for our sanity, sometimes like we got to get out of the house and do something. I get it. But we don't need the physical material things. But they just want your connection and your love and your attention and your presence. So protect your energy to be able to give them and yourself the best. Number 3 is clearing and realigning your energy. So this could be making you time every single day. This is a non-negotiable for me because my kids are home with me every day. I am working from home. So making you time. Find that time. For me, it's got to be in the early mornings because at night, that's me and my husband then. And if I take that time at night to work, which I do sometimes, or to get things done, which I do sometimes, then that's taking away from our time. So I've found with our schedule that getting up at 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m. is what works for me, because I'm able to fill me up, to reset me, to ground me, to protect me, to clear, anything that if I, had a really hard day yesterday, if I want to meditate in that and clear any energy that's not mine, clear any stagnant energy that's not mine, realign to me, to my energy, that's my me time to do that reset and that realigning. Or you could also choose this clearing and realigning if you need a minute to calm down, if you need a fiver. Again, how many episodes do we have on the show about a fiver? You could do a quick little ritual with clearing and realigning your energy. So you are, not reacting out of frustration and you're taking that fiver to reset. Or if you just had a really sucking conversation or had just a bad interaction with someone and you need that time to clear your energy, you could do a quick breath work. You could do a quick intention setting. You could do a quick meditation, a cord cutting, whatever that is for you, to be able to reset, release energy that does not serve you, that's someone else's, and realign, call back in yours. And that could take 1 minute. It could take 30 seconds. It does not have to take that long. It's within, this is where your intentions come in. It's within your intentions, simply setting intentional thoughts in, okay, I want to release this experience that we just had, this conversation that just had, it did not serve me. I was not reacting, in my highest self. And, I had my feeling, whatever it might be, to be able to release that, cut that cord, call back in your energy, right? So for me, how I do this, I'm sharing my examples, is that me time for me in the morning. And that's, what I do, my fivers. It's my me time and my fivers to clear energy, to realign my energy. Meditation is big for me, prayer, breath work, like closing your eyes, hand on heart, or, hands at your side, and taking in a deep intentional breath in and out through your nose if you can, to stay in that parasympathetic versus sympathetic. Breathing out through your mouth, it calls in your sympathetic nervous system, that fight or flight, easier than staying within your nose, in and out. Okay. So grounding and cleansing within your breath work. I love sage. Again, someone asked me years ago, and I would call you crazy. Like, I don't need sage in my house. Oh my gosh, how impactful it is to clear your space, to, drop the negative ions, to drop the negative energy, to clear it out of your home. It's I say it's proven now, because years ago I would not have believed you, but now I do. I believe in it. And it comes with your intent. It comes with your intent, because heaven forbid, if all of this crap is like hoopla and, not true, whatever, if you are completely like, you're crazy, like, I don't believe in energetics, I don't believe in sage, this, that, the other, I'm going to tell you what, your beliefs is what matters, right? I do believe that sage helps, that energetic, everything is made up of energy, but heaven forbid, push all that other stuff, the materials aside, it comes back to your intention and your beliefs. So take everything out. If you don't want to do sage, don't do sage. I want to drive home that it's within your intention. Okay, I hope that makes sense, because it's not within the material things, even though, if you are someone that believes in the sage and the energetics, of course, I'm right there with you. But it comes to your intentions and your beliefs first. And something that I love to visualize this meditation, especially when I was getting started within just kind of like this work, I created this quick meditation as I was, diving into energetics and spirituality and, going through the spiritual awakening and dark nights of the soul. Like I shared in, I believe it was episode 33, don't quote me, but it was sharing my story. It was sharing my story of my spiritual awakening and really like the thick of what I was in at that time. And I developed this color meditation for me to protect myself, because I was diving into the depths, into the realms, and I was scared because I grew up Catholic, and oh my gosh, is this, like, what is this? Is this demonic? Is whatever, like all these things that I was exploring. And like, I wanted to stay grounded within God's love, within my love, within myself, within the earth. And I created this color meditation, and you think of 3 colors. Okay. So you visualize you could be sitting, standing, wherever you are. You visualize the first color is going to be releasing any energy that is not yours and giving it back to the owner or object. So, picture like your auric field is turning a color and you're releasing it. Like I would feel like these balls of like this orb of fire, like within my hands, and I would like release it, like literally like chest push it out. Like, when you have the chest pass in basketball, literally push it out. And then that, your auric field is that color. The second color that you're choosing is calling your energy back in. Okay. You're replenishing your energy from, giving it to your kids, your spouse, your family members, your friends, like everything that you do throughout the day, you're expending your energy, right? So you're calling in an energy with that second color. And then the third color that you're imagining, your auric field, and that the ball of the orb within your hands, if you will, is you are realigning to your highest self, your truest essence. And oh my gosh, that meditation is life-changing. Like it is life-changing. I still do it now, years later. So, again, but it's not necessary. Sage is not necessary, doing these meditation energy work. It's not, they're amazing supplements, but you can't spiritual bypass your intentional thoughts. Okay? That's, in a nutshell, when I was stumbling over my words a couple minutes ago, you cannot spiritual bypass your intentional thoughts. Okay, so your intentionality and beliefs behind it. And that is why like the root work, the subconscious work is so important also. So, okay, I hope that helps you guys. Number 1 is grounding your energy, 2, protecting your energy, and 3 is clearing / realigning your energy. I hope that helps. I would love to hear. I mean, if you have any additional examples of how you ground your energy, how you protect your energy, how you clear or realign your energy. And I hope that these helped. I mean, they're quick, easy things that you can do intentionally throughout the summer with or without your kids, just the change of seasons. And if you want to go deeper, schedule a meditative energy healing with me. This is an instinctive meditation that you'll find your natural doorways into meditation, into calming and healing your nervous system, into healing yourself. And we'll be simultaneously delivering energy healing and really just aligning yourself, aligning your chakras, and just feeling good again, raising that vibration back to our innate states of peace, presence, confidence, clarity, belief, joy, love, feeling a sense of balance within life. So go to naturallyempoweredliving.thriveCart.com/energy-healing-individual and then enter the coupon code NEL community for a discount, or just go to the show notes and I will have it linked there for you to just click on and go there. So sending you guys so much love. Cheers to summer. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. My son will be home in 10 minutes and it is officially summer break for us. Woohoo! Until next week, as always, simply be you. You have everything inside of you to learn your energy of alignment and be unapologetic in who you are. I'm sending my love and light.
Did you find this episode relatable and compelling? Please give my review.
Thank you so much for spending this sacred time with me on the Balanced Mom Method podcast. I am sending you so much love and covering you in light, praying this episode has helped you in some way. And if it has, I'd be so grateful if you left a written review sharing how it's impacted your life. It truly lights me up hearing how you are on your way to your breakthrough. And also, please share this episode with another mom who may be struggling, to remind her that we are never alone and to help give her that empowerment to take that first step. And be sure to check the show notes for additional ways to connect with me, our motherhood empowerment community, and if and when it feels good to you, learn how we could work together to help you reclaim your power, mama. Thank you. I appreciate all you are and all you do. Sending my love and light.